I find it IG lives, if it's in the dark, it's kind of hard, right? People, it's just like us. We're sunshine. Tessa and I, we're like a sunshine. So if we talk in the dark and fuzzy, like, like just like it's kind of sad atmosphere, we're not gonna leave a great impact too. So we're gonna talk about impact. So I act like Sunday self-care show though.
It's almost. You see, so when we talk about impact, right, which is
Yep.
what we do, we had that little conversation, and it's funny. Our conversation came when we were doing our meeting for Sunday self-care show. Somebody was actually surprised that we have a meeting to discuss our show, but we do. Yes. We do. And the thing is, we had to do this impact, and somehow we talk about impact because we do that on Sunday self-care. And then Yuko said her biggest thing is that she wants to impact people from maybe about 40 to along the line.
50.
In her age group.
And 40s and 50s.
Yeah, because she find that as soon as, people change and those things. So then I said, my window is a lot longer. I have a wider window I want to impact. But everybody.
So how old your windows? What is your windows? Like age group?
My window really, for it to work, you must start in your middle 20s to realize that's where you must start that journey. Because
middle 20s. Okay.
Yes, because my window is very long, and people are trying to tell me, choose your corner, get a group. That is too big, that is too vast. But my window has to have a follow, a thread. You must be able to pull, because what caused me to choose from there to maybe a little bit beyond my age, is because so many people in that age of 55 to 80 realize they should have made choices in their 20s, their 30s, and their 40s to enable them to live a fulfilled life in their 50s and 60s and 70s. Because people my age are always, hello, Drew, are always, hello, Drew.
I will think so.
Are always asking me this question about that they did not make choices. I find I do not have free time. I still must work. I have no money. My health is really taking a toll for it. I am overweight. And then they use me and ask me, how did you come to that point? And so that's why I choose to impact people from a window that is huge, because it's to take somebody from 22, 25 and tell them, you have to start exercising now. You have to start exercising your mind, your body. You must start trying. You have to watch, because as you go through the process, you are going to end up in your 60s and 70s. And these are the people that are asking me, what can they do now? Because So I decided, let me go to the root of the problem and see if I can lead those people that are in their 20s, 30s, 40s and tell them, listen, guys, you cannot start exercising and to get your body in shape when you're 55 and think you're going to do it. You cannot stop suddenly eating sugar to get rid of your diabetes in a week. You have to.
Right.
You see what I mean? Or your blood pressure.
Yeah.
So
I know what you mean, though. To how does it, to be where you are? I mean, there must be something you start doing consciously and unconsciously. You've been doing for a long time. But there's like habits, it's routines you've been doing for a long time.
Yeah.
And that built you where you are now, right? The past. So means you know it, like you've gone through it, right? So that's why you see the people around you, some of your friends, like maybe your age or like older, you hear from them and they're just like, you know what? I don't want to, like, younger generation wind up these situations. And then it's great to educate. I find it educating. Like you said, your father said, once you learn something, right? It's a selfish not to teach or
That's
something
right.
like that. You found,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
You said what you know you have to teach.
Yeah,
Knowledge is
what
not
you
yours.
know.
What you know you have to teach. Knowledge is not yours to keep.
Yeah, knowledge is not yours to keep.
Yeah.
Like, like you gotta follow your father's, the words
Yeah.
too. So that's why probably that's what you want. That's why you are doing it too, right? That's what you want. That's me
Yes.
doing it too.
Because it's similar to what you are doing. You said,
yeah,
hi, Michael. You turn around and you said, I know what it is not to have confidence. I know what it is.
It's horrible
when you're young and you have no confidence. And then you said, I picked up my confidence. I made a choice. I came to Canada. And then as my children are growing, I still have to put my confidence. Now I'm doing this, I'm pushing. But I meet people in my job, friends, that are in their 50s and they're lost. They have no confidence.
They're lost, yeah.
So tell me about that.
Yeah, I felt like, well, what I'm trying to do right now, I'm a life coach. I'm a confident life coach because I want to help to encourage women to have more confidence. Like I wanted to say like maybe mid 40s and 50s. The reason that those age, the kids grow up and then empty nest. And then we just like, now what? Like we're afraid to do so many things because we've given our lives away, power away to husband and kids. So it's like we're in a generation where like it got lost. So that's why I know so many people, they just don't know what they're doing. They just don't know what they want to do around my age. And then I can see they're just like, I ask them, so how are you doing? Okay. What do you mean, okay? Are you really okay? Yeah, kind of. I cannot see they're okay. And then when I see them, like their face expression, energy, it really hurts me. That's why, I just like, you know what? There's something I can do because I know their pain. I've gone through that. When I coach, help to bring their power back because everybody has power. Like early 20s, when they're young, I'm sure that when you look it back, like, you had some kind of confidence and power, but we kind of get in the habit to give it away to the power people around you, right? So now we have to build the power back. And then if we do that, in like in the future, near future, we're gonna be like Tessa. Look at her. She has impact. You impact, like, how do I say, like, impacted me. Is that the right way?
But that's the word of the hour. So let's just use it. That's the word of the time. But the thing about impact is that
great influence.
Yes,
I got lots of great influence through you.
And
by you, how you
true.
live.
And I do from you too, because you brought it out to me. What I do is normal for me, but you made me realize it was normal. And you also enlightened me. You said to me, you know what, Tessa-Marie, that's not everybody's doing that. People
you remember, like, I'm sorry to cut you off, but the reason is, we should get started, because I started to ask a bunch of questions when we had a self-care Zoom meetings.
Yes.
Because, like, she hurt her thighs, right? Everybody, right? Everybody, I'm sure everybody knows it. Everybody in the world knows
everybody knows it.
Yeah.
You know.
But you kept showing up, and you just didn't really, like, just, it's amazing. You didn't act like the normal people got hurt. I think it's like, I shouldn't say normal people, but usually just like, I'm hurt. I'm not going to be, I'm in pain. I'm not going to do anything. Is that usually the way? Or maybe some people going to be in the hospital.
Yeah, you see what happened.
It
depends on how you brought up, right? Like in our household growing up, Oh, get over it. It's simple. Get over it. You're alive.
I
You're breathing.
know.
You're alive. You're breathing. You're crying. Then get over it.
Yeah.
You're not dead. Get over it. So you grew up and say, I have something to do. So what it is I do to get myself, I'm impacting people every morning and every night. I can't sit down. I can't stoop down. I can't lie down. I can stand up. I'm going to stand up through the pain and do this because it's important to me. Yeah, but you see, you brought that out of me, and
yeah, that was curious, very curious.
I know
your resiliency and your mindset have impacted me. That moment you showed up. I
had my sister crying with laughter because I said to her, I had no bloody idea that you needed thigh muscles to do so many things. And she said, what did you think you needed it for? I said, I never gave it the time of day. Who cares about thigh muscles? They just do their thing. I said, but no, I really appreciate them. I said, I didn't know they had a purpose at all, and she couldn't get over that. Really? She
yes,
said,
yes.
So anyway,
we don't think about it until we just like,
yeah, it's not working today. So, so impacting others that's what we do. My purpose, you asked a question and you said, when did you start? I started actually recognizing that I needed to do things for me. I was curious. I had no fear of asking questions. I know. I saw this thing called yoga. I heard about it before because I'm an avid reader. I was in my 20s, 23. It was 23. And I went to the community center and I joined the class in yoga. And through that class, I started realizing you have to keep your body healthy because the instructor was 79 years old. A German lady, 79 years old. And she was teaching us yoga, and she was actually twisting into a pretzel. She twisted so much, and she could do all the moves. And she started talking about when she started and what happened. And then she said, the importance of this starting at an early age, she told me because I was the youngest in the class. And she said to me, is that if you practice it, your body will respond in a positive way. And she said, it's not only the physical body. And she told me about the esoterical body. So she said, on top of this body, there is another body on top of it, an energy body. So she said to me, when you get hurt physically and you heal the physical body, the outside body, that energy body is still hurting. And yoga helps you to heal it because yoga pulls in energy. And
that's interesting. Very interesting. Love it. I'm loving it. Yeah.
And so then I started taking care of myself. I mean, it was a joke in the family. I would leave the car in the driveway, in the garage, and I would walk to the supermarket with a knapsack on my back and do groceries, not a lot, but enough to carry and come back home. And that is what so I always walked. Like walking is something you think I was a nomad. I love walking. And I found out when you walk, your whole body is in action. Even your eyes is in action because you're looking up, you're looking down, you're noticing things. And so I do that. I exercise. Anyway, I watch what I eat, and I did a lot of things to make my body feel better all the time. And so what intrigued me was when I see people that I knew, some people I knew as a child, some people I knew as a younger woman, and when I talk to them, all I hear is about their aches and their pain. And I don't understand it. At first I didn't tie it together. And then this lady said to me, oh, you were always like that, and we thought you were selfish. That's what she said. I said, what do you mean? She said, because it's always about taking care of you. She said, you wouldn't do something if you thought it was going to hurt you. You wouldn't eat something if it's going to give you cramps, she said. So, and you always look for something to help yourself. But we thought you were just self-centered. So then I said, well, I use you guys as examples. I said, you were diabetic in your 40s, your blood pressure was high, your cholesterol was high. So I observed what you ate, and I made sure I didn't eat that. My cousin didn't drink water, and she has had kidney problems all her life. My cousin went to have a baby 2 years before me. I walk into the nursery, and her lips are chapped, the baby's lips are chapped. And I'm saying to myself, this woman didn't drink water. So I made sure I use all those very good, bad examples for me not to have those same results.
So they are both teachers in a different ways?
Yes, they're both. People teach you. People teach you. You have to learn from the examples around you. And
I agree.
So that's why my window for impacting is huge. And it's not, people don't understand what I'm trying to say so many times. I'm saying start in your 20s to take care of yourself. Start in your 20s.
1000% agree, Tessa. More than 100.
Yes.
More than 100. Yes. Because I want to share a story. I've been a hairdresser for 30 years. Okay. I start doing more than 30 years. I start doing hairdressing 19. And then I'm still working. Like most of the hairdresser my age, I think it's almost retired, injured, or like heartbroken, like it's some kind of problem. Like most of them, they wind up not working, right? Or maybe work really, really less. And they're like, I gotta go carpal tunnel surgery. I have bad back, and I have my knees. I got none of them, because I'm like Tessa. Actually, I don't know. I'm allowed to say that, but
yes, you are.
I'm more likely Tessa. When I was at like early age, I am so lucky that I was watching TV, and there's happened to be 5 minutes show. And then like, this is how you stretch your body. And then for some reason, I was drawn into the 5 minutes program. Same things. I started to practice. It's a silly kind of stretch. And then my family, my brother, my mom, my sister, and then just like, what are you doing? That's a weird pose. I think it's that kind of one of the pose, like looks like yoga. But back then in Japan, there's not too many people know what yoga was actually. So we kind of have like traditional stretch, but it's kind of a yoga pose. And then I've been practicing those ones. And because like I used to see the older hairstylists, so some people, and just like same thing, like they're like, have hernias, all kind of back pain. They wind up quitting their jobs. Or like some people, they're starting eating bad, and then like diabetic. I saw a woman, yes, my salon owner's mom, she had bad diabetic because she kept eating really sweet stuff, right? So therefore, she's my teacher. I've read the book, How to Eat Better. I practice. Sometimes I don't get strict, but I know what to take. I know how much I should take, right? It's the knowledge.
Well, it is because we have to understand that. One of the things we need to understand is that they're teachers of how we should and should not behave all around us every day. And it's our choice to observe them and change it. And we impact each other. I remember when we were doing the Sunday self-care show, we talked about support hose. And you weren't using it yet. And then I said, when you're standing all the time, you need a support hose on your leg. And right away you went and you found out, not only you found out, but your healthcare through your husband gives it to you for free.
Yep. $150 a pair. I'm allowed to get 3 pairs.
And now you have that support, and that prevents varicose veins and stuff like that. So that is an impact on your life. But now this is something that we shared with people, And we impacted people on the Sunday self-care show. We impact the people we coach, we teach, we interact with. And so do they. Because their bad behaviors, or when I tell you a story about seniors who are not fit to work, but they have to go to work at Walmart as a greeter, as a shelf packer, because they have no financial reservoir they didn't prepare. And some of them prepares financially, but they have no physical preparation that they did for their body, so they cannot even enjoy the financial things they set for.
Yes, you know what? I know.
So, but the journey cannot start when you retire. The journey, you have to be clear from the beginning of your life's journey, in the developing stage, in the accumulating stage, in the retaining stage, in the legacy stage.
Yes, I understand. You know, a lot of people, they said, I'll do this when I'm retired. I'll do this when kids grow up. Why don't you start now? It doesn't matter, start small. You might not be able to, like it's a famous one. I'm going to join gym, this COVID is over. I'm just like, why don't you just start now? Just start small. Like, you know, like just taking care of it. Just start now. Just do the things what you can do right now. Do not wait.
But that is how you impact that person, by telling them, why wait until COVID? Here is what I do. I am up at 5. I do yoga by 5:30. I'm stretching over there. I'm taking picture of the sky. I saw the full moon. I'm impacting. So you're telling that person, you don't need the gym to start this journey. You can do some things from home.
Because Tessa and I will do how, right? We're showing how.
We show you how. We impact you by showing you how. I am up at 5. I am exercising at 5 after 5. 25 minutes after 5, I am done exercising. And then I begin my meditation, my journaling, my uploading, all of that. So and then
you're ready for the day.
I'm ready for the day. I'm preparing. By 10 after 7, I'm in the shower. Out of the shower, I get when it's at 7:45, I pick up my cell phone. At 7:45, I will start looking at what's going on, what I should do on that cell phone. So that is what I'm saying to people. You have to start taking care of your life in your 20s if you want to live a healthy life in your 70s and your 80s.
Oh, yeah. That, I agree. You're going to be a great influence. I mean, like, you know what? Like, it's, you got to be a great influence for yourself.
Yes.
You start, yeah.
You know, because you are telling people, you have to do something for yourself even while the kids are at home, because
you woke up 5 because everybody was still sleeping, right? The reason you woke up 5.
That's right. I started waking up at 5 so I could have that hour before the house gets crazy. You know, people are walking towards you and they're still rubbing their eyes. They don't even see where they're going, these little people, and they go, mommy, and then your husband says, is the coffee on? So I cannot be
I can picture that.
I cannot be praying at the same time as listening to coffee. Oh, I need $10 for the book club at school. I need I cannot do...
Mommy, I need $5 for lunch money, right?
Yeah, yes.
Pizza day today.
It's pizza day today. Like, okay, didn't you know that last night? You know what I mean? So in order...
very much, yes.
In order for me to have time for me, I woke up at 5. So that's where I always had time for myself.
But you have your own freedom.
Yes.
Like, you know, yes.
But these women who never did that, or men, the children has grown and they don't know what to do. Like, this is what you're telling them. You're teaching them that you still have to do things for you. That's where Yuko comes in. Yuko gives you that 1% courage to step out and choose, but do not wait until you're 60 or 70 and the kids have left the house, empty nesters, and you're like the bird going around looking for a new purpose.
Yeah. You know, and I find out I used to wake up early too. I'm always like early bird, wake up early. It's in me. And then when I used to wake up like 5:30 when everybody's sleeping. You know what I did? Like I started doing housework. I was taking care of somebody else's agenda. I thought it was a great things, but you know what? I did it for so many years, and then just something, and just like, that's not right. Why wake up early, spend my own time to take care of everybody else but me? And that's the time I started doing taking care of my self-care. I just didn't care. Like, okay, I'm not doing laundry 6 o'clock in the morning. You know, I'm not gonna do this like 5 o'clock in the morning. No way. I'm gonna spend my own time. And then at that point, I starting to feel like I started to get my power back.
But you see, now you are teaching that to women now. Yeah. You're teaching that to these women. So that's how you're impacting their lives. You're impacting them by telling them, this is what I am doing, I'm showing you. And you're making people think and say, okay, so I do not have to wait until my children leave the house for me to find out who I am. Some people don't even know who they are. When I was at the bank,
so true. They lost it somewhere.
Yeah, husbands would pass away and women would show up and they didn't even know what a phone bill looked like. They had never paid a bill in their life. And we had to teach them how to do things, how to pay a bill, what was a mortgage payment, how to balance a checkbook. They didn't have those experiences because they depended on the husband, and these women were lost. So that's
why, it's sad. It hurts me when I see those women. It really hurts me.
But you come across them. You have to. And then, as I said, they did not take care of those pillars for themselves. Emotionally, they didn't care because it was, let's get things for the family going, husband and children first. And then what was left was theirs. I used to make my children and my husband look at me and they were stunned. As soon as I sat down at the table to eat, I put the first forkful of food in my mouth, somebody's asking me a question or somebody's saying something and I'm trying to swallow and chew at the same time. And one day it affected me to the point I looked at my husband and I said, you know why? I know why women get fat in their stomach. And everybody looked at me. I said, yes, because we don't get the time to chew our food. We just bite and swallow.
Yeah. Oh, yes. That's, I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean, yes. Tessa.
So, so now we are impacting women and men and saying, do not do that.
No. You got to have a courage to say that. It takes a courage, actually. It takes a courage to even let the family know. And then it was a big joke, and it's not funny. Like among us, when we raising our kids, like my friends and I were just saying, well, we eat cold dinner. We eat dinner cold. We eat lunch cold. Because we're the last person. We serve everybody else first, and then we sat down. We are the last person to sit on the chair, and by the time we start eating, it's already cold.
And he's the first person to get up.
Yeah. And then, I don't know, maybe anybody here, maybe they still resonate. Like, I my butt, I sat on the chair on my butt only just a half.
Yes.
I was already like.
Yeah, you're ready to
I never sat fully on the chair.
No.
I was just like half sitting there, my butt, and only half of my butt on the chair.
So that's what we do. We impact people by telling them, listen, you need to start the journey now so that when you get older, you can appreciate and value yourself and you're okay. You can make choices because you learn to make choices in your 20s. You realize you needed to exercise, eat well, drink water, concentrate, and go to, think about your health, do some financial stuff on your own, emotionally get prepared, make choices, save money for later on.
Yeah, and definitely when you start, it's easier. Definitely, it's easier
to start early.
Start early, definitely easier.
So these are the things we have to make sure we do, and people do not understand that. So we do impact women and men, and we have a wide spot. I have a huge one, 25 to 75. Yeah. That's a lot of years. That's 50 years I want to impact you because I want you to start respecting. Start now when you are young. And then I want you to carry it right into your 70s. So you do not have to ask your grandchildren to pull you out of the chair, because you stretched at 25. You can stretch in 35. Continue to stretch in 65 and 75. So when you have to get up, you just get up. And you're not asking people to hold you up. You have to eat right, drink water, time for yourself, meditation, mental health holidays. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Yeah.
So
I
at 75, you can do it.
Yeah, I agree. So that way you can live your life. 5 years old, you can still live your life.
Yes.
Right?
And then in your case, you're taking these women and you're saying, you have to have a life now and be independent. You cannot wait until the children leave home and try to realize, empty nester, I am now a person. You're saying, take courage. You can do it. I know. I took the step and I came to Canada from Japan. That took courage. And so now you're showing women how to be courageous and take charge of their lives.
Yep. You got to speak up. Before I came to Canada, I mean, 26 years ago, my family, relatives, they convinced me strongly it's a bad idea to move to Canada. They even said, one of my uncles said, what you think you're going to just like leave your mom? My mom, a single mom, right? It's the bad things. You're going to support your mom. It's so selfish to leave your mom to move to Canada. So I told my uncle, just let me try. If I don't like it, I'll be back. But I want to do it. I just want to do it. I told him, right? So I think I had a courage.
What you
think about now is I had a courage.
You had the courage.
We lose it. We seem to lose it somehow.
We lose it
but
when we're raising children. We raise it when we're raising children. You know when you first lose it? When your children goes to school and the next person that sees you goes, oh, here is Michael's mom. Hello, Michael's mom.
I know, we lose name.
Yes. We lose our name. Hello, Jillian's mom. And I'm thinking, that is a teacher calling me by my child's name.
That's it. Hi, Kyle's mom. Hi, Kyle's mom. You know what now? Yes. I'm a buddy's mom. Dog.
The dog's mom. You know what I mean? We lose our identity. The teachers refers to us as the children's mom.
Yes.
And so therefore, when these people leave home, if we do not take charge, then all of a sudden, we are lost. Who are we?
Yeah.
Somebody asks you, what's your name? Oh, I'm Jillian's mom. No, you are not. You have a name.
I know. I think the day kids, start going to school and then kids were born, we got the name tag.
Yes.
Tyler's mom. Hello, I am Tyler's
mom. Yeah. And look, Nadi said, that's so true. We put ourselves on the back burner. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
And when they when they're no longer there, we do not know what burner to go on.
Yeah.
So Yuko is telling her people, get on the front burner. That's where you belong.
Yep.
You get on the front burner
we gotta get the power back.
Get your power back. But the point is, we should never have to get it back. We should have always kept it.
Kept it. That's why you wanted to. That's important to teach. I mean, early 20s, right?
Yes. Young.
Yes, because you have you gotta exercise, building a muscle.
Yeah, well, it's like wanting to be a cook.
Courage.
You cannot start cooking because there's nobody to give you food to eat. You have to learn to cook in your 20s, your 30s. That's where you learn things. That's where your brain is that's where your brain is like a sponge. So that when you get to your 60s and 70s, if you want to dance, you dance. If you want to swim, you swim. If you want to shout, you shout. Whatever you want to do, but you must practice from the beginning. And if you do not practice to make yourself count as a mother instead of being somebody else's mom, and you're always on the back burner, when they are gone from the house, you are still on the bloody back burner, and you do not even realize there are two front burners, and you can choose which one to go on.
I have a question. All of a sudden, I have a question, Tessa. All right, I have a question, Tessa. All right, so
Hi, Marina.
that kind of, so like you know what, like say like it's the women my age.
Yes.
Just like like, oh my gosh, I need my a courage back. I want to be who I want to go back who I am today. I have my power. I need my power back, right? But the Tessa said, I'm not 20, right? But I'm not 20, but I will start doing it. I will start doing it. The women starting to doing it, right? Maybe they watch my videos. But by doing that, maybe you think she can give a good influence. She can give a great impact to her daughters,
of course,
or to her younger generation.
Of course we do. Of course we do. Our behavior is what they do. Children are sponges.
So children, and they starting to like, hey, look, start doing yoga. Oh my gosh, she's starting to get better shape. I better do it because maybe it gets to her age, right?
Yeah. They're there. Okay. Look at Kylie. When I'm doing stretches, what are you doing, Kylie? Stretching. She tells you she's stretching. What are you doing, Kylie? I'm singing, because she heard you singing. So they see what you're going. When I say to you, hello, Yuko, here you are. When Kylie comes, I go, hi, Kylie, here you are. When she sees me, oh, Grammy, here you are. So the thing, good. But the thing is, we're impacting her.
That's true, yeah.
We're impacting her behavior. She knows about yoga. She knows about vacuuming. She picks up the hose and she says, what are you doing? I'm vacuuming. So that is what we must remember. We impact people all the time, but we have to choose how we impact them, that it is positive, how we impact ourselves first. So at 75, you are not there packing shelves at Walmart and you are not well because you did not make proper plans in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and you just didn't do it. And every year you're saying, oh, I'll go to the gym. This year I'm going to eat better. This year I'm going to save money. This year I'm going to make sure I meditate. This year I'm starting yoga. Everything is every year they're doing it. And by the time you blink, you're 80 and you haven't done anything.
I know what you mean, though. That's too much. And sometimes can be too late. It's like, I think it's like most of the thing is too much. You overwhelm. Like, oh, I don't think I can do it.
No, you really cannot do it.
Yeah.
Because you let yourself go. Start early. Take impact on yourself. You want to live a fulfilled life. You cannot start the fulfilled life on Monday and live a fulfilled life on Wednesday. It does not work like this. To live a fulfilled life where you have good health, where you own your own home, you drive a car of your choice, you go on vacation, you have money to spend on your children, your grandchildren, you're debt-free. That journey has to start in your 20s and carry right through like a string. It is a map, and that's what people do not understand. So Yuko and I are here to impact you.
Yes.
And this is how we impact others, by taking them on the journey that we have been on.
Yes. And then every day, almost every day.
Every day.
Right? Yeah. We're showing up. We're taking action every day. We're not just thinking like, oh, I want to impact a person. I want to impact somebody. I want to impact women. We're not just thinking. We are taking action. We are showing up. Right? So I want you guys to, I'm sure you guys say, wait, right? And the people joining live right now, I'm sure you guys are doing right now, showing up, right? Giving some impact to the others.
Yeah, tell somebody about what we are doing. If you know somebody who wants to get on track and they're not doing it, give them Yuko's name and my name and they can come see what we do. And maybe we can help put them on track, because that's what we do. We impact your life for the better. We've been there. We learned from other people's experiences. And that is something we all need to understand. So what we've done, we followed the teachings of my father. Knowledge is not yours to keep. What you know, you must teach. And that's what we have done.
I strongly agree, Tessa. I practice your father's word too.
It is.
Right?
We have to, yeah.
Yeah. So like, whoever, if you are the person or somebody, every morning wake up miserable, horrible, nothing good things coming, I strongly recommend to just turn Instagram live on 8 a.m. at Eastern time. Watch Tessa's morning blessing.
Yes.
Lots of people showing up all over the world.
All over the world. It's amazing how
we're getting great impact her every single morning.
Every single. The thing is, the morning blessing is like a tonic. It's the tonic you need in the morning to start your day. That is the whole idea. And even if we have 100 people watching, 200, we do it. I do it for that one person. You will feel like I am talking exactly to you. Yes. And that's the entire idea. And then Yoko comes in at 8:30 and she's doing a show. And she's doing a show where she's lifting you up, talking about how you can pick up your courage. If you have not got enough courage, you can take 1%. Just try something small and move from there. So join us. Bite size, because we are there to impact the world. And you are part of the world. So come see what we can impact you to do. So sending you like
joy. But before that, do not forget, you guys gotta join. I mean, do not forget to join this Sunday.
Sunday self-care show. That is where you will get an hour of your lifetime. You will not get repeated anywhere else. The only place you come and you lie in your bed, press the button on your device, and have your cup of tea, and will to take you to self-care places you've never been before. The self-care show is where you become you. The self-care show is what gives you the right to be you. The self-care show is telling you you are worthy to be taken off. So join us Sunday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have fun, guys.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much, Tessa. Thank you everyone
so much,
for joining.
Everybody for joining. Thank you so much. See you guys later. Bye. Bye.
See you later.
I'll send you the link. Bye. Send you the link. Bye.
Thank you.